What up, Dokkanners? Global has dropped a unification of operation schedules hype video. This is being done to promote the game. It's being done to celebrate the fact that Global and JP are in a new place. Whatever the case may be, I'm warning you now, it's cringe. So if you can't handle cringe, step away from the screen, lower the volume, whatever, if it'll help. We're gonna watch this 1-minute video. At the end of the video, there is something that a lot of people are taking as a hint for the next celebration. So we will discuss what that hint is. Also, I do want to fill you guys in on why this video dropping today is especially funny considering what happened on Global last night. So all that being said, let's watch this and then we will take it from there. Again, cringe warning.
To all Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle players around the world, 2024 Unification of Operation Schedules. Dokkan Battle has finally unified the operation schedules of the Japanese and international versions. With aligned operation schedules, players around the world can anticipate exciting new characters, perform summons, coordinate powerful team combinations, and clear all new challenging events together, sharing new experiences across the globe. Now, players can finally play together and experience a ton of fun.
I just realized, wait a minute. I just realized that person in the middle got a Zeno.
Now, players can finally play together and experience.
Bro, imagine, dude, someone is gonna punch somebody else if that happens in real life.
Ton of fun. It's all about bringing players together worldwide. Dokkan Battle is completely unleashed. Enter the world of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. United, we Dokkan.
Oh. All right, so that's it for the hype stuff. And then
who's up next?
That's it. So that is the hint at the end. Now, we'll get to that in a minute. The reason why this is funny, for those of you who are not around last night during my live stream, which, by the way, I urge you guys to check out. Whenever I do live streams, a lot of fun things can happen. Plus, we experience things like this. So at 11 p.m. PDT last night, when we were supposed to be getting the new content, Global did not get a data download. JP got one, but Global did not. So at the top of the hour, when the new Blue Zone stages were supposed to have released, Global for about 17 minutes had nothing. But the game still kept pushing the events as if it did drop. So this announcement popped up. The event wasn't exactly aligning with the message. So everybody was clowning on Global, understandably. And then I reset the game a couple of times. New stages added. Defeat the formidable foes standing in your way. The asset is not present here. If you click go to event, the event was not available. So it's especially funny considering all of the times that people have memed on Global and JP for the unification when things are not in fact unified. In recent videos, Omatsu said we will be sharing details for EZAs on social media, which they never did. Only JP Dokkan did that stuff. So there has been a lot of understandable frustration and clowning taking place upon the Global Dokkan team. So, you know, after all of this happening where Global couldn't even do the new content for like 17 minutes, having this drop is especially hilarious. But now let's talk about the hint at the end. I personally, like, I'm watching this now for the second time. It still doesn't feel like a hint.
Who's up next?
It just, like, to me, it really just feels like another step in their generic video creation promotion nonsense. Like, everything that you see in this video is ultra cringe, right? It's like super like, whoa, it's so cool, whoa. That's like 15 years ago, like levels of cringe, right? So ending this with a who's next, I don't know if that really feels like a hint. It just feels like that's just what we do at the end of a celebration, getting ready for the next one. That's just my personal opinion. We will be proceeding in this video though under the assumption that it is a hint, but I personally don't feel that it is. But when you see this, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, it's fireworks, it's an explosion. So what do you think of? You think of Dirty Fireworks Vegeta. You think of Namek Saga Vegeta. So I figured it would be fun to go through a couple of theories that people have had here. I've seen a couple of ones that I didn't even think about, but the one that I think of is Vegeta. And to me, if it's Vegeta, first of all, Vegeta fan, so that would be spectacular. But also, Namek Saga. If Namek Saga is going to be the next Dokkan Fest celebration, then that would massively strengthen the chances of perhaps the 2 worldwide units who should be getting their EZAs during this worldwide. Maybe they get it right afterwards. This celebration worldwide is not over yet. We could still get some last minute craziness. And you know what? It could, if it ends up being that it's Namek Saga Dirty Fireworks Vegeta as the new Dokkan Festival, and at the end of the worldwide celebration, the last couple of days, they drop this EZA and this EZA at the same time, that would actually work. Last year, October 3rd, LR Rosé's EZA dropped when October 5th was the end of the worldwide celebration for Future Saga. That was crazy. After that, Global had Turles, JP had Android 17 and 18. So here, if Namek Saga was going to be next, this would make even more sense. So I think that for this reason alone, I think a lot of people would probably want to hope that it is Dirty Fireworks Vegeta. There is obviously the elephant in the room, and that is Daima. October 11th, Daima would be dropping. So if October 4th were to be the new Dokkan Festival, would Daima get a parallel celebration, like a side celebration that doesn't exactly give us any summonable characters? That's also possible. So I think of the two, something other than Daima does make more sense in this slot here. So besides that, I saw Krillin getting blown up. I guess that's possible too, right? Maybe it's just supposed to signify an explosion. They don't want to actually show an explosion. That might be a little disturbing. So show a fireworks explosion. That is less, you know, traumatic to look at. So maybe, yeah, maybe it's Frieza. If we got a Dokkan Festival first form Frieza, I'd actually be pretty cool with that. What if it's first form Frieza blowing up Krillin? True. I don't know what this is, but yeah, it's not a threat. It's a hint. Yeah. If anything, Piccolo blowing up the moon. I don't really see that, but anything is possible. If we want to see it as an explosion, then sure. It's an outward explosion where fragments are dispersing. So yeah. Now this one is kind of interesting. I kind of see it. It's not a firework though. It's like the little, what is that called? I don't even know what it's called, but I kind of see it because it's like, it's symbolic of a firework, I guess. So I guess it could be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I feel like that's massive cope. Namek Saga, worldwide, easy and Namek Goku full power Frieza. Yep. Dirty Fireworks, Zarbon with his transformation. Was it Zarbon? Hold on, I'm a fake fan. I gotta see. Who did he use Dirty Fireworks on? It was Kui. I couldn't remember if it was Kui or Pui Pui. I always get those stupid names mixed up. Zarbon? I don't want Zarbon to be a banner unit, but it probably would make more sense if he was one. That would honestly fit. Zarbon and Vegeta as a Dokkan Festival and banner unit, that honestly works. Also, that would be huge for not only Planet Namek Saga, but also Terrifying Conquerors. One thing that I've been saying, as much as I hate to admit it, the first form Frieza is really good. One of the hardest hitting units in the game, but this unit leads a sinking ship. Or not really a sinking ship, but a ship on the rise, I guess. That's a terrible analogy. But this category needs a lot of work. When I say category, I mean like this combination of leader skills. Planetary Destruction, Terrifying Conquerors, Space Traveling Warriors, and Human Deeds. All these different combinations. This is a good category in the making. We have a great frontman with the Frieza. Great damage dealing. We have a couple of tanks. You guys have seen me run this team on various challenge events. Almond and Raisin, Turles, now the LR Turles. You know, there are some good pieces, but we are still missing a couple more pieces to give the team more depth. So if this team were to get more, say, from a Zarbon or a Vegeta or both, I think that that would do wonders for this character who has yet to return, right? I don't think this character has returned yet on either Global or JP. So this could be a returning unit on the next banner, which actually, wait a second. May 2024 kind of seems like the perfect time, right? May? No. Well, for Global, it might be a little sooner, but for JP, March seems like the perfect time for this guy to come back. So yeah, that could work. Dirty Fireworks, Vegeta, or Final Form Frieza. I'm coping. And yeah, I'm scared to scroll too much further because I don't want to see any bad words. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all that people could come up with. I asked in Discord to see if anybody had more ideas. I don't think there are any other ideas for like firework related attacks in Dragon Ball. It could be something else entirely. What if this is like Dragon Balls spreading around? You know, people can come up with all sorts of theories, but I think that that's enough to get the conversation going. Worldwide celebration is not done. We still have more worldwide to go, not in terms of content, but in terms of just the celebration in general. It's going to be going on until October 2nd, I believe, October 3rd. So around then, maybe like a couple of days prior, that is going to be when we start to get like the hints and stuff for the next celebration. Also, we have a data download on global or a maintenance coming up next week. So September 30th at 5 p.m. So it's very likely that around here, we could start to get a clear picture of what's coming up next. So until then, we're going to have to wait. And there's not a whole lot to go on right now, but if it is Namek Saga, I think that this does increase the chance of LR Full Power Frieza and Namek Super Saiyan Goku getting their EZA as sort of a bridge between two celebrations, and I would be all for it. But that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on this video. How cringe was it to you? Do you also agree with me where it doesn't quite feel like a hint? It really just feels like one of those generic, you know, attempts at Dokkan doing something flashy and cool. But if you do see it as a hint, then what do you think that the fireworks means? Is it an explosion? Does it mean something else entirely? Did we miss anything? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you ladies know when I see more stuff. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.